like to joke around saying he got the Chicos. This ain't no ordinary game. Can't believe he's on Nico. And that's some GZA shit. They ask me when I'm gon' ride on some ETA. It's always gon' be a surprise. I like my niggas waiting. Greatness is my acquaintance that requires patience. Hey, and that's some GZA shit. They ask me when I'm gon' ride on some ETA. It's always gon' be a surprise. I like my niggas waiting. Greatness is my acquaintance that requires patience. Hey, who cares to the stuff that is held on every old? Don't kiss and tell. She played with that white and I'm zipping down. Brick as hell, wet concrete, two different cells. Dropping the splits and pots while I piss a pill. Two different agendas. So won't break a limit, do not matter when you business. If you want some history, girl, wait, hope I got some service. I can bring the wholesale love. I need the cheese and different tenders. It's a Gucci giveaway. And I just enter, then I get the digging in a she got laser. Automatic skirt, sanitizer, dispenser. Got the finish off the time, back to sender. And that's some GTA shit. They ask me when I'm going around on some ETA. It's always gonna be a surprise. I like my niggas waiting. Greatness is my acquaintance that requires patience. Hey. And that's some GTA shit. They ask me when I'm going around on some ETA. It's always gonna be a surprise. I like my niggas waiting. Greatness is my acquaintance that requires patience. Hey, yeah. Dum dum. Oh, yeah. Hey, and that's some GTA shit. They ask me when I'm not around some ETA shit. It's always gonna be a surprise. I like my niggas waiting. Greatness is my acquaintance that requires patience. Hey, and that's some GTA shit. They ask me when I'm on ride on some ETA. It's always gonna be a surprise. I like my niggas waiting. Greatness is my acquaintance that requires patience. Yeah.
All right, check 1 2 1 2. So can I get another round of applause for these ladies? No, we're not ready. We're not ready. Right now? Come back up again. All right. Let's clap it up again for these ladies. We at the Dame Dash Studios, Burbank, California. So we're learning. This is their second time. That's me.
I have two mics too close to each other.
Everybody too close.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Go back again.
No, you straight. Keep going.
Keep going?
This raw right here.
Check. All right. So, believe it or not, that was their second time ever performing that live. So, clap it up again for these ladies for doing that on the spot. That's all for Dame Dash to put this on the spot here. So, let me explain to you again how this came about. So, again, hats off to my brother Brick Saleen, Monster, good friend of his. They went to school together, introduced us to Kennedy. Kennedy is, when I say, and I told this to Nicola and Dame, I can put her anywhere and she'll create a song. I'm talking about a hit, easy, like right there on the spot. So hats off to you and your creativity and always having that, the writing ability, the singing, the rapping, and all of that. Then I didn't know she had a little sister, right? Little sister goes to HBCU called Hampton. Hats off to the HBCUs, Hampton in the building, right? Yes.
Sir.
But I keep hearing the mic, that's why I keep backing up. Can you turn it down back there? Maybe y'all spread out.
You good.
Check. We better there?
Yeah.
So yeah, HBCU Hampton, and I didn't know, believe it or not, her little sister pushes her. So when I'm in the studio, I usually see the energy between Lean and Kennedy, but then when Heather came, she's like, nope, it needs to be an alto down here, low, over here, and all of that other stuff. So that created a super Voltron. So hats off to the Covington Porter sisters, right? I said that right? Yeah, I got the dash in there, yes. So, Kennedy, tell me about your love affair for music, and I know a little bit about it because I've seen Mom and Dad always had you guys in the studio in the basement, and you guys always created music from a young age. Can you talk about that, please?
My artist name is Bomb. Let me just say that first. All about healing. So when Principal Akbar well, when Lean told me about Principal Akbar and all of his accolades and what he has been doing for the community, it definitely sparked interest in me, and it was genuine interest. When I heard the name Focus on the Love, that struck with my heart, because that's what my purpose is finding people and showing people really how to love, and so they can light somebody else's candle, and they can focus on it and follow the love forever and ever and just spread it all over the world. So my love for music came from when I was little. My uncle was a jazz musician, piano, classical. He plays the drums, and he always be playing on these drum pads, and he would teach me rudiments. Then I discovered Michael Jackson and different ways you can create a beat or hear a sound in the way it makes you feel, and I fell in love. And then I found church and gospel and just the choir and just orchestrating something that is so beautiful. Music is a vibration, and it's needed to be felt, and it works. And focusing on the love is the first thing that everybody needs to do to be great.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Heather,
Yes, sir.
when Kennedy talked to you about possibly doing GTA, because we couldn't get Heather for nothing. Heather was out. She was somewhere. She was somewhere on some beach somewhere. So how did Kennedy convince you to come into the fray to get on this Focus on the Love project and even come to Burbank, California here to perform?
All right, well, first thing I'm going to say is it definitely wasn't easy. Kennedy had to take, it took me days for it to settle in, because when it comes to music, it's very, close to my heart, and not just mine, but hers too. So it's kind of like I'm protective over my stuff. So it settled with me, and I was like, it's a great opportunity, and you know what I mean? If I don't trust anybody, I trust my sister. So when she was talking to me, she was like, Heather, I really think we should do this. Come on, let's just get in the studio and lay it down. I was like, all right, I'm going to step in there. I'm going to come with you. I'm going to feel the vibes, and we're going to lay it down. And whatever happens next is completely in God's hands. So, you know what I mean? I just felt, it's a feeling that I had. So the first time when I stepped in the studio to record it, and you know what I mean, everybody was so welcome. You, Akbar, that was our first time officially meeting. You know what I mean? It felt good. I felt welcome. I can read people like this. So automatically I was like, we're going to step in the studio and we're going to do this. So once it happened and we finished it, and I just saw the engineer ears bumping his head, Ak was bumping his head, your son was in there. He came a little later, but he was in there too. And whoever else was in there, everybody was just feeling the vibe. And I was like, yeah, we can do this. This is definitely going to get done. So for the California, coming out here, definitely a blessing. Like I said, I'm here to push my sister further. It's not, I'm focusing more on her than myself, because I feel as though it's an opportunity for both of us, but more for her, because you know what I mean? I feel like this is a great opportunity for her to get back in the game. So coming out here, I was like, yeah, bet I'm gonna come out here, because I know I'm gonna keep her on her toes regardless. But that's how it is for me.
Thank you for that. Mm-hmm. So Kennedy, I'm gonna push you right now, because I know you went from Diana Ross, which we're gonna play here shortly, right? Mm-hmm. To now you went to another place. I know you went with About. I don't know how deep you want to go into it, but you changed. You want to talk about how that experience, that ordeal, changed you into the artist that you are today?
Yes, I'd love to. I was growing up. I was always different. I was high energy, high energy, running around the classroom, but music would just sit me down. Growing up, I have, struggled with some personal issues, which, pushed me into using drugs. And what happened was I had a near-death experience, and I went deaf for 3 days. And my thought was, oh God, please save me. I don't want to die. I know I have a gift that people need to hear what I have to say. There is a purpose. There's a purpose to my music, to my vibration, whatever comes out, whatever flows through those speakers that make the goosebumps pop up on your arms. So after I realized I was taking a lot of things for granted with music, as far as just my messaging and the way I'm using my words. It really made me sit and think about where I'm leading people, and how it can affect their body, because music is deep. Music is deep. So I changed my thinking, and I just started to be positive and just put encouraging words and try to use high frequencies in my music. Like, and you know what? It's helped me. It's helped other people. Like, when people hear my songs, they start crying, and when I get to see that, and it registers with them that it's the same pain, but it's helping, it's healing at the same time. It's therapy. Man, I couldn't be more grateful. That's where it brought me, like that whole experience, and that's why I respect music more now. I really do.
Thank you for that. Yeah, that's big time, and I thank you for being honest and digging deeper. We didn't practice
That's
that.
me.
So Heather, you
Yes,
you was a witness to that as well. So you talked about earlier about pushing your sister. This is one of the main reasons why you pushed her, because you know her gift and you know where she was in that dark place.
Yes, I know exactly where she was. And although we haven't had many conversations, but I knew, like, mentally, it's hard to get out of a tough spot. So, and I know, like, with the gift that we had, you know, regarding singing and music and songwriting and, you know, just traveling place to place, it relieves a whole lot of that stress and tension and, you know, depression, because depression, you know, runs wild in artists. So it's just like seeing, like I said, I'm just happy that, you know what I mean, an opportunity is opening up for my sister to where she can finally, like, break out of that. And, you know, not just her, for me too, because it's a learning experience. We're both growing, but definitely, like, you know, like, just focusing on the music and, you know, focusing on what you love. And I feel like I'm here for that, and I feel like she's also here for that when it comes to me. But, like, yes, 100%, I'm definitely here to push her out of that, because the devil is a lie. All right?
Yes, it is. And we're going to leave it at that, because Heather said focus on the love. So, again, clap it up for Heather and Kennedy and GTA.
Focus on the love, GTA, Bond, Heather in.
All right.
Who's up next? Who's up next? Who's up next? Who you introducing next, huh?
Oh, ready? Yo, Brookside Lane, right?
Who's up next?
Yeah, Brookside. Brookside. What song am I doing?
Pause, Brickside.
I gotta go get a song.
We talking about
Let's get this song. Let's get this song.
focusing on the love.
Cue that
That's
song
what we're
up.
talking about.
Pause, Brickside.
Action in the building.
Good job, good job. Good
Get an
job.
extra.
Oh, wait.
I want to talk to the people. Yo, why don't y'all talk to the live? Adam, talk to them.
Hello, live.
Already said what's up.
Introduce.
Listen,
What's your
listen.
Instagram?
Bomb the artist. You can find me on Instagram, Bomb the artist.
Yes, and you can find me on Instagram at _fanatic. That's _FANNATIC. Follow me if you like that good music, that R&B, that songwriting, them freestyles on Instagram, all of that. IGTV, we dropping, we doing this. We're not gonna stop. You're gonna see us again.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
And that's BALM. Bomb. Look it up.
That's right.
And
That's
shout out
right.
to Dane.
Yeah, shout out to Dane.
Right, and Akbar, big boss.
Now show them what you bring to the table, big guy.
It's going up in the
You got the
studio.
microphone?
Yeah.
Ladies.
Uh-oh.
Hold up, because Dane got this good light over here.
I got you. Oh, all right, look at that. Hey, Ken.
Nope.
We on live. Baby, we on there. We stopping or we still on live, Nicolette?
We still on
We're
live.
still
We
on
still
live.
rolling.
Check. We still on live. Oh, I got the songs up here and everything. Yeah. I'll pick. Come on, Lane. Let's go. So,
Oh, man.
Nicolette, what I do? I got something too loud.
Oh, man.
Here. That's on all.
Check.
Oh, speaker, yes. Don't put nobody. That's what makes it do it for the speaker.
Speakers everywhere. Yo, so we can get this together, y'all. Check. It could be 'cause I got that music so loud back there. Is it because we're close to each other? check. That might have been it. No.
I'm doing that.
All right.
You don't gotta think about nothing. Hey, ain't that kid ain't got why you wanna do that to me?
Check, because you scared.
I'm not scared.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna change it when I get on. So we know this is the background. So,
All right. You ready off?
Yeah, we
You wanna use that? Yeah, it's fine. We good.
you got your background in the back.
yeah, that's what
He just said. I was just introducing him to the one back in the
Why don't you show somebody that's in the audience how to work that so you ain't got to keep doing it, huh?
Right,
Yeah, or
yo, show me.
Teach, Jock, you a teacher. You're a teacher first, huh?
Yeah, show me. I'll do it.
Teach, Jock, so you ain't got to do it all day.
You know it's cool. I wanna do one of low too, but I ain't gonna.
We do so many songs. Like, I
Yeah, you
can't.
got
Oh
mad
my
songs
gosh. I like the word.
Like, you know what's our song that we just did stuck in my head the most.
check. All right, where you at, player? You on the road? All right, live from Burbank, California, the Dame Dash Studios, Principal Akbar Cook. I'm back. Shout out to Dame Live. We out here. This is the other cozy corner. We not getting cozy, but this is that we on the corner on I don't even know what block this is, Dame. But yes.
Please let's not say what block.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that. I did a straight up.
I gotta go get that.
Yeah, I know. That's my bad, big homie. So, again, Principal Akbar Cook, Westside High School. I talked about this gentleman. His name is Brick Salim. When he's in his R&B, he is Salim McKinnis, right? Right. We call him Big Lean, Salim McKinnis, right? But now Lean is one of Monster Friends, and when we started to do this Brickerbockers entertainment, the reboot, he was vital in that, very key. And he brought Kennedy to the fray, and then Heather came in, and K-Dot. So he has been, if he's not like what was his name, Monster, from Toronto Raptors, like Uzuri, like he's like the general manager right now, bringing in all this talent. But hats off to Lean. But Lean is very talented. I told you guys earlier today that I could put him and Kennedy in anybody's studio and across the world, and they guys that come out with it, they just that fast. Not saying that I don't have other artists that can do it, but as far as quickness, these guys live, sleep, and drink that. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce Brick Salim. And although he doesn't want to, he's going to do Heartbreak Kid because he made me make it a single, and I have to do a video for it. So he's going to get his, I don't even want to say that name, he's going to get his R&B on. So he's going to be Salim McKinnis doing Heartbreak Kid.
Let's go.
yeah, Big Lean.
I'm gonna start the beat, but you could be talking to the live while that's going on.
Yeah.
That's Dame Live.
Westside Lane, repping North New Jersey, in Brick City.
He got a plan. He got a plan.
Get the cameras, player.
Talking to the live.
You need
Talking
me
to
up
the
there?
live.
What you said that?
You need me up there?
For what?
I'm on the song, no?
Oh, we doing the single one first.
Okay, cool.
On the carpet.
Oh yeah, definitely I gotta do that.
Yeah, Lean, where you from again?
You got Nicolette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Nicolette right after this. Okay.
Start it over. Start it over.
Here we go.
Why don't you switch mics?
Switch mics.
Yeah, turn that one off. Press the button on that one, turn that. Yeah. There you go. You ready? Now test it out.
Hey, look, want you to know how you so trifling. Why the hell I choose your ass to be my wife, yeah? You hurt my core, you added damage to my life. Like, why the fuck I'm always falling for your type? Hey, now I can barely be romantic. Been using bitches back to back, I'm dirty dancing. I'm hurting feelings doing what you did to me. Fuck happy endings, I lost faith, I can't believe. Hey, lately I've been trying to change my ways. I don't wanna be a heartbreak kid no more. Ever did you wrong, promise you can put the blame on me. I felt deep, I got fulfilled for her to change with me. Been trying to change my ways. I don't wanna be a heartbreak kid no more. Ever did you wrong, promise you can put the blame on me. Lost so much faith in Lost so much faith in made me hate love. I I don't even have the patience for no days, love. Swear I'm so numb to all this shit that I can't tell you, love. Every time I get my heart, I get that fake love. Shawty, if I give my all to you, could you do the same for me? Love fuck me up, I need someone to match my energy. Feel so fucked up, I lost it all, I can't remember me. Been trying to change, apologize for all the sin in me. You're just work with me. I'm trying to be a better man, my ex were hurting me. Need you to show me that you care, don't go deserting me. Cause every time I get my heart, I need this feeling. There's no work with me, I'm fucked up. I just need someone to teach me how to love y'all. Try to be my peace, uplift me, it's all I want. Swear to God, this ain't a friend. Swear to God, this ain't a... Lately, I've been trying to change my ways. I don't wanna be a heartbreak kid no more. Every did you wrong, probably you can put the blame on me. I thought deep and got fulfilled for her, then changed for me. Been trying to change my ways. I don't wanna be a heartbreak kid no more. Every did you wrong, probably you can put the blame on me. I thought deep and got fulfilled for her, then changed for me. Hey. My bad, y'all, was a little nervous. I practice a different song, we're gonna do this one. Yeah.
They don't know.
Because you know why? Because I got my other song stuck in my head and I was practicing. He said you want me to heartbreak kid.
We saw the deal. Yeah, right. We don't know.
I love that
Hey, Up, what's next?
Brickside. Bricks. No, that's right.
We gonna get back in vocals ASAP.
Check. Check. All right. That was Bricks Lane. You could tell he was nervous. He didn't want to do that song. But me and the big homie Dame said, you're going to do it. Period. So it's fine. We're going to work on that. I still thought it was good. I heard you didn't, that last part, you did another, you went higher and it was like, yeah, you were doing some other, yeah. Yeah, you was bugging. But yes. So hats off to all my people on Dusko Popperton that's watching right now. My boy Bricks Lane just did Heartbreak Kid. It will be on Focus on Love soundtrack. Celine, you went to a school, a charter school, Dame. We talking about charters and we talking about traditionals. Lane and my son went to a charter school at the Monster, did some stuff and got kicked out of a Catholic school. But he ended up at Paulo Fieri with this gentleman. Celine, tell me about your musical background when you started and how did Monster and you get into this right here?
Well, I honestly started when I was young. I would say about like 6, 7. Nobody really knew I did music because, I was a social person that stayed to myself. I want to make sure everybody else was good besides myself. And the way I made sure I was good was by, writing music and everything. So I met Monster in Paulo Freire Charter School. We the class clowns, I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? We just bugging out the whole time. And then one day he told me he rapped and everything and we started the whole conversation. Knowing us, we play around a lot. We made a fake show called Love and Hip Hop North. We had our own version of it and it was just going crazy. It made it seem like, Monster was, the CEO of all the labels and everything and he wanted me to be his artist. And then come to find out, I'm really his artist now. You feel me today? So yeah, that's how we met and everything. We've been close since then.
What I love about you, Lane, is you like, get your mic off, pause. You're like the Mary J. Blige on our label, like you just always in pain, like you always on A-Boogie, right? Always like heartbreak is, when he said Heartbreak Kid, his heart has been, his song when Nigga Let Us Go, Heartbroken, like literally. But you've been through some stuff. Can you talk about why you always in pain on the records? What's going on with you? What happened?
I don't really want to get too much into it. It's like, old relationship stuff, family stuff, and just instead of me going and talk about it to other people, I just do it in songs, so it's easier that way.
You cut it off?
Yeah, I've been doing
My man. So what I love about you as well, people don't know, Lean is 23, right? He has 2 babies. He got a 3-year-old and 2-year-old, right? That's a big responsibility at this age, and I see how the great relationship he has with the babies. He talk about them in almost, no, not every song. He's not talking about a girl crying about her. He's mentioning his babies. But tell me about how being a father at so young and how you still keep your head on the prize and pursue this music thing.
It honestly made me grind harder because like it's like a different type of love because my kids know my songs, so they were like come to me. My son, he remembers beats a lot. He will come make it in like his own way, like saying words or his name, and then he go along with the beat or he sing the songs that I showed him in the house, and like they automatically start dancing. That's my dad. That's my dad. And like seeing that made me want to go harder and teach them the game too.
I love it. So Lean has a project out right now, and Dame can attest. I'm gonna speak to Dame in the crowd. Dame had told us, OSG and anybody, like, why would anyone put out music when you couldn't perform, when you couldn't go on the road? So Lean released a project during the COVID experience. He wanted to get music out, and it's a great project, but it's just sitting because, like you say, you can't go perform, you can't do all of that stuff. What advice, Dame, from the crowd would you say to any artist that just want to drop music and not perform it all around the world? What'd you say, Dame?
Make some scripted content and put the music in it so they can just watch it over and over again, so when they come back outside, they'll pay to see you performing.
That's what I always do.
So,
Yeah, I always do that because, like I said, I'm a social person. I'm crazy in real life, not crazy in a bad way, like all about comedy. So I either go on Instagram making scripts up.
you missed the at me if you nasty.
Yeah, that too.
At him if you nasty. All right, with Brickside_Lane.
But yeah, I just make skits out of all my songs to promote it more, market it more, or get people to dance to it or anything. Like just to get an ear on it, to make challenges. For example, I made a song called "Don't Miss You," and I put a challenge on Instagram. It had a lot of people putting in submissions, to get on a remix and get on a video with me and everything. So I do stuff like that to get my music out more than what it is.
Speaking of remix, I'm going to call Nicolette up. Yeah, Nicolette is going to come up. But Dame, I have the instrumental, but we got to just let Nicolette do with the song playing in the background. Is that cool? No? Yeah. Huh? No, you good. You can move. What I need to do?
When we mix it, like there's the track, we just
Yeah, we're going to take it out. But yeah, so we got a little mix on it. So I'm going to go back there and do that for Nicolette.
Hello. Dang. Well, I never performed this song live, but here we go. Heartbreak Kid. Where's my hype man?
Yeah. Let's go.
I don't know it. I mean,
They
need to show me. I didn't get to look at it.
Work it out, so what? You figure it out.
Nicolette here.
Hey, Nicolette, you ready?
Yes. You can turn it up.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm real loud. I'm real loud. That's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's best that we move on. Wanna find me again when I'm too gone. It's been too long, no more parties in my space. Get it together, it's getting late, I'm so tired. Pull me tighter. I never said it'd be fair. She really won't forget it. Can't get the image out of my whereabouts every minute, and it wear me out. I remember vivid. Maybe you've been killing the vibe. Maybe I'm feeling myself, but you happily tell. You say call me toxic, conscious side. Caution up if you're along for the ride. That's all my words.
Yeah, I'm coming from behind the stage.
Obsessed with you. Obsessed.
My bad, Nicolette. You was about to go and do your own thing.
DJ Wayne.
Can we clap it up again for Nicolette? He did that on the spot for me and my boy, Rick Eileen. Nicolette is on the Focus, on the Love soundtrack. Yes. I'm a terrible DJ right now. Yeah. So, I don't know what we got coming up next, but I know Dame Live is. Yeah, they still out here, Dame. How y'all doing? Yeah, they out here.
They out here.
So, up next, we gonna wait for Quan for you, right? For funding. For BAM.
Huh? You got Quan together?
Quan is coming right now.
Yeah, who's up next? What about Monster?
We got to think about it.
I thought there was 4 artists in here right here.
Yeah, Quan is on the
Check.
Quan just
4
landed.
artists in the building right now.
You gonna do it without him?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you this mic, pause. But I gotta cue the song. Like I'm the yeah. Here you go. So we gonna introduce them come on up here, Monster. Nicolette, can you get that mic, Nicolette? You gotta put it on when it's your turn.
Here you go.
That's everybody that's here. That's artists.
Yes.
Any other artists that perform here besides Monster?
Old school, yeah.
You been on the soundtrack?
Yeah, he's on there, but yeah, flash from the past. You on there too, Dan? You come into your part?
I don't even know what I can talk shit to a beat.
As you should. So, again, I'm Principal Akbar Cook. This is my son, Yasin Cook. And I didn't know Monster. I knew I had him in music when we was doing SK music back in the day. I remember we did a Lean Back remix, and Monster got on there and did something in the background. When the money down, when the money down. And I'm talking about, he was like Dusko age. He was baby, dang. He was like baby Dusko go to space. He was back there. So I knew he had it, and every time I used to be banging some music in the car, he'd always be dancing, but I never knew he had the music in him. So when I found out, and again, I told you that it was like Nirvana, because Dane was preaching to us, empowering your family and love for your family and putting everything into them. I just thought, how dope would it be if I gave him, the Brickleblockers Entertainment crown and worked for him and try to get this thing off the ground. So it was kind of just like, it just made sense. So he's the CEO now. I don't know if I'm the CEO or CTO. I don't know, I'm something with an O. But yeah, so I worked for him, and he got an amazing label, man. These kids, man, when I speak to my brother SK, who was in the fight with me back in the day, like, we wish we'd have had the talent. Just looking out there, Lean and Kennedy, Heather, Monster, Quan, Forrest, and K-Dot. It's crazy, man. Chase be, helping us out. So it's just a great feeling that I can pass this off to my son. So Monster, can you tell me, I guess, when you realized that you wanted to do this music thing?
So, if nobody knows who I am, Monster Band, nice to meet y'all. So, if y'all know my dad, I know he's a... Wait,
I gotta cut him off, because I'm gonna tell you where the name Monster Band came from, right? So, I used to call my son Boo Boop, right? This was Boo Boop right here, right? So, my friends was like, he's around 8, they're like, yo, you can't keep calling him Boo Boop, like he's a young man. So I said, I'm gonna call him Monster Boo Boop, right? And then after a while, my boy Zito came in here, who you met, named Zito gave him the band part, so he became Monster Band. So that's how you got the Monster Band, man. Go ahead, finish. Monster Boo Boop.
Yeah, so if anybody knows Mr. Akbar Cook, they know he's a hard critic. So when I sent him a song and I saw him bumping it, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this music seriously and stop playing. Because everything I was sending him, he wasn't really feeling it. But when I sent him that No Love joint with me and Lean, he was really feeling it. So that's when I started putting my foot on the gas. And you hear now?
Yeah, definitely. I heard Lean's voice. That was like, yo, Lean dope. And then Monster started spitting, and I sent it to Stud. And Stud was like, yo, Monster got it. So yeah, it was a good feeling to know that, as you can see, he didn't get my hype. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he got some of it, but he ain't really got my hype. So it's good that he got my musical DNA, so I'm proud of that. So, Bam, talk about just the struggle of being an artist and trying to make sure especially Lean on your phone 24/7. He on my phone 24/7. Just trying to make sure Lean is good and making sure that all of that. Tell me about that struggle that you finding out about being a little CEO / and an artist. How's that going for you?
Yeah, so when you got artists, you gotta take their priorities first. So like when I have an album that I was working on, I put that to the back, make sure everybody else is good, because you can't focus on your stuff first. So I'm learning that out now. You gotta make sure your artist is good. Anything they need, they got, whatever. But now that I'm working on my stuff, I can see like what I want to do, how I'm structuring it, everything. So I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm liking it. We're gonna keep this show rolling.
Dang, another question for you in the crowd. Me and Monster had this conversation. They all have projects they ready to release right now. And I'll come from the Wu-Tang era where we dropped the Wu-Tang album, right? 36 Chambers, and we see what cream rises to the top. And you said this to them when we was meeting over there. Meth rose to the top, and then Old Dirty rose. The Jizza just was always there, so then the Jizza. But after that, we didn't know, because Ray wasn't who we thought he was. But then Ray released the Purple tape, and then that made Ghost prominent, and then they went that order. What is your advice to them that's all sitting on albums right now? Lean got multiple albums. Quan sitting on the album Me Versus Me right now. Kennedy has 1 million songs. I know Heather, she didn't know. I got songs I heard from Heather that she didn't even know I listened to. So they all sitting on music, and Monster got a project. What do you say to all of them right now, even though Focus on the Love is not out and they got all this music?
Step on the gas, put out a single a week. Why not?
A single a week. You ready? The world is open up. You ready?
I just told Nicolette we gotta put out a single a week. But we got so much work, why not? I just had this conversation. If I got work while I'm sitting on the work for it to get stale, you're gonna be inspired by something else in the future, so you're gonna get sick of that. Get it out while you like it.
Okay. That's not what I told Monster, but I guess I would say like, no, I need to come out first. Give me all the hot songs.
What I'm saying is, the first project's coming out is all of y'all.
Yes.
Together. So whoever, but until then, y'all got to be hustling for yourself. So y'all got. I'm not saying you put out all their singles. They got to put out their singles. You understand what I'm saying? Oh shit, Angelique just walked in the building.
Hey, Angelique. Ooh, Angelique.
Skid out.
And she got the
Butter, skid out.
Yeah, I see the ones. So all right, Dame, you just contradicted me, but okay.
I didn't contradict you. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna come up to you so you understand what I'm saying.
All right, here you go.
So every artist has a responsibility to fight every day, like they're the star.
Every artist has a responsibility to fight for themselves every day, like they're the CEO of their own company. So you don't wait for somebody else to make moves. Now we know what move he gonna make. He gonna put his album out with the book. He gonna put the single out. He gonna put the movie out. Whatever single pops, that's what he's gonna focus on. But until he focuses on you, you got to focus on you. And you got to make it where you make some noise. And that's really what it would be. So when there's a lot of people, then the person that stands out is the person that people focus on. But you can't wait to stand out. And you can't be looking for reasons not to do something. There's nothing stopping you from pressing the gas in your own car. So I'm just saying, get pictures, get your social media right, start getting real creative, make sure you're present every day. You know, understand what an algorithm is, and understand that there's so much work out there that you have to have a lot of it. Because just one thing ain't gonna last very long. They're gonna look at it and move on to the next. So you gotta have the next, and the next after that, and the next after that. And you gotta get ready for that dog fight. It's a war, you wanna win. You might lose the battle, but you'll win the war. As long as the loss is a learning experience. But keep pushing. That's what I meant.
Thank you, King. So Monster, I was wrong. Your words of Dame Dash.
No, you're not wrong. You're right, but they shouldn't be sitting around.
I got you.
Yeah. Like, you're right. You're going to focus on...
No, I was telling them, like, don't, like, I was saying, I thought we were still in that mode, like, you can't tour, you can't do all of that. Why are you going to waste a whole album and no one can really do nothing
well,
with it?
Right now, they don't know, they're not famous.
Okay.
So for someone famous, and, like, you know, you're doing one thing every 3 years, then you shouldn't do it when you can't tour. But until there's a demand for you, you gotta keep giving out samples until there's a demand. Then you can pull back. But for me, until I'm winning, I'm working. You know what I mean?
You got it. So Dame is basically saying take the Griselda approach. Basically, 15 albums until you get out. Singles. That's Griselda did. They dropped 15 albums. So Eminem signed them. But yeah.
A single a week until they're gonna pay for. Like right now, if you put out an album, you know, they're not gonna pay for you to perform because they don't know it until you got a hit. But until you got a hit, you gotta put that work out until you get a hit.
So keep doing singles before you do the album.
So like, you know how like Lil Wayne and Currency and Wiz Khalifa, they would actually put out an album for a month, for like 6 straight months till they were Grammys.
All right. I heard it here. Big homie thing.
Give it away till they want to pay for it.
So Bam, we waiting on Quan to see you in the Uber phone, right?
Yo, play the records. He can come back and do it again.
No doubt. No, Bam about to go up now. Oh yeah, he do. You gotta go to you gotta go on that shuttle to go to LAX. So you gotta go outside and look for LAX. So guys, we don't know about LAX, let me tell you. You can't just go outside and get an Uber. You have to get on a bus called LA Exit, and it will take you to a place where you gotta get an Uber. So you're gonna have to call Quan, say go outside, look for LA Exit, and he has to go find the Uber. LA Exit. Like LAXIT. Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. LA, I love you, but not LA Exit. All right, and also, why do we have to get in line to give you my bags? In Newark, New Jersey, I go give one of the gentlemen outside a 20 and he takes my bags. Why do I gotta wait in line for 35 minutes and I can't even pay you? I don't wanna be in the line, duh. They talking about something, go 3 hours before your flight. 3 hours? Whatever. LA, terrible. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mention y'all weather, but you see we dress warm for the occasion, but we'll see here shortly. So, without further ado, Monster is going to perform his single off the forthcoming album, Focus on the Love. It's called Funding, all right? So, I'm going to play his verse because Quan is looking for LA Exit as we speak.
Monster Bam, get
Yeah.
it. I don't even, you sent me the Monster B.
No. Huh?
Let's go, Monster. Hey, Lee.
He got to send that text out.
Focus on the love.
Focus on it. Yeah, talk to people.
Focus on the love, man.
Yeah, talk to the people, man.
You know how long
I'm trying to get the beat. I'm trying to
talk to people.
I gotta get the beat. I gotta call an Uber.
Yeah, this is CEO shit.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Monster Man. Yeah, I swear that falls down's coming. Hey, look. I swear that fall down's coming. I'ma go and get it. I've been waiting on this moment. Started off as running from them demons. Now they nothing. Put my back against the wall and turn the hate into my. Hey, I swear that fall down's coming. I'ma go and get it. I've been waiting on this moment. Started off as running from them demons. Now they nothing. Put my back against the wall. Turn the hate into my abundance. Agitated, not having paper. I'm tired of waiting. So if these rappers go missing, just think of Monster hate them. I put my pen to the pad. I had to make a statement. Stuck up in that class when my ass wasn't graduating. Strategically killing. They tried to count me out. The fruits of my labor, I'm trying to make them sprout. I see my reflection, it's time to put it down. I'm burning all these bridges with these bitches who gon' bring me down. I'm just trying to put my all in this music shit. How to make the family proud, I was meant for this. All these demons screaming loud, they gon' hate the kid. I'm gon' finally make it out, I'm gon' break a trend. I swear that fall down coming, I'ma go and get it, I've been waiting on this moment. It started off with running from them demons, now they nothing. Put my back against the wall and turn it into my funding. I swear that fall down coming, I'ma go and get it, I've been waiting on this moment. It started off with running from them demons, now they nothing. Put my back against the wall and turn the hate into my funding.
Yes, sir. Let me ask you a question. How long we been shooting? How long we been shooting for about?
All right. Talk to him, man. Almost 2 hours. Yo.
Just
I mean, no. Just, girls?
Nah, I don't even know.
Set the camera.
I said about 40
Check. Clap it up for Monster Bam. He did that without his partner in crime, Quan. That was my line. He said, I'm stuck up in this class and my ass wasn't graduating. I'm a principal. I'm like, Monster been in school. Dang, he been in college. He should be a doctor right now, dang. So one of the things that Stud talked about, and you'll probably see it in this video, he came to me and he was like, yo, Dad, like, I want to do something else. Like, I want to do, like, I think he said electrician. But we come from the school of his mom still like, nah, he got to get at least associates before he get out of there. So Monster is tugging the war with trying to do the school thing and realizing something else he want to do. But that's where he at right now. So he should be, he's going Ubering for LAX, I think, right? That's what you're doing? But yeah, so funding is about, I need to make my family proud, but I am conflicted. This school thing, I know my dad's a principal, and I know my mom want me to finish, but I also know that, as me and Dame talked about, college isn't always a predictor of success. Just really not. You know what I mean? You gotta have those connects, nepotism at its finest, some other things that gotta go to make sure that you're good, apprenticeships, mentorships, those things. But so he's still at it. So he should be graduating this year with an associate's degree. I hope, right? Is it time? Yeah? You gonna get on the mic, Pauls?
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. So that's why that song Fundament, and like I said, Quan is on his way. He had missed his flight. No, his flight got canceled. You know that thing going on with American Airlines and Spirit, it is canceling flights crazy. So Quan's coming from West Virginia. He got jammed up in that. So, Monster, let's talk about your project that you have, that you working on. What do you have a name for the project?
Yeah, it's called Fourth Quarter.
Oh, the project is called Fourth Quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, why are you calling it the Fourth Quarter?
So Fourth Quarter, basically, it's time to convert. Fourth quarter, you got to do whatever it is to win. Like that's why that last single, Fourth Down, that's my main single, because Fourth Down, it's all or nothing. So basically, what I'm saying in my album, just I got to complete my task.
My man. All right, so clap it up again for Monster Bam. Like, go over there and get Quan here, please. Thank you. Forrest run away. So Dame, your live is still bumping, man. I don't know how I can keep this up.
We're gonna wrap it up. We did this. That was like a 35, 40 minute show right there.
Yes.
We wrap it up and be like next time,
So, thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you for Paul and my boy Grim in the back for being here and making sure these cameras, along with Nicolette, get going and get this thing. Thank you for having us at Burbank and giving these kids that oomph that you have, Dame, that you so generously give to OSG. And now you give it to these young lady and men here. But thank you, everybody that tuned in. Again, I'm Principal Akbar Cook. You can check me out on my website, cookeducationalsolutions.com. You can go get my app. I have my own app. Cook Educational Solutions is on the Apple Store, and it's in Google. So you can do that and just look at a lot of great things that we've been doing. Or I'm going to get Hollywood on you. You can Google me. Yeah, I'm pretty deep. I'm like 40 pages in Google right now. Yeah, we're doing some big things out there in North New Jersey. So check us out. Also, go to westsideab.com. We have a new Dame Dash Studios being built. We got a new gym, working on my urban farm with Ellen DeGeneres. If you didn't know, Oprah came to my school, she dropped off that bag, and we're doing the Lights On program. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. My book, Focus on the Love, will be out in the fall. I want to release it when my farm is done. That's the only reason it's holding. The book is done. I even brung it, damn. I got it at the hotel, at the house. But Focus on the Love will be out when my farm is done. We hoping sometime October, November, my farm will be complete, and then we can share that love with the world. Thank you again, everybody. I appreciate you. Akbar Cook out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cook the love.
Yeah.
We can stop the live.
Wrap it up.
Give me another glass of wine.
That's
Yeah. All right.
Cook that up.
In